Okay, guys, so watch this video for Monday, December 5th. Real quick, I've been talking about this in the last couple of videos I've been making. The Italian referendum today is going on, and I don't know how it's going to end up, or I don't even know which possible verdict does what to the markets. I only know that it could possibly move our market pretty decisively one way or another. Like Brexit did. Okay, so it's worth knowing that, and I think that's also the reason why there's not been a lot of decisive moves. This past week, we've had some really nice trades in the room, but I've also seen a lot of things trigger at a point, to hit those inflection points I look for, and then just stall and do nothing. And there just feels like there's not a lot of decisiveness one way or another leading into this Italian referendum weekend. One of our members, great trader Jane, is in the UK, and we'll call her our chat room European correspondent because she's been telling us, for a week or so now that, hey, this could be a big deal. So it's awesome having her in the room. So with all that in mind, just glancing, the SPY here is sitting pretty close still after a couple red days, pretty close to all-time highs. Just keep the whole Italian referendum possible big move in the markets in mind, and then I'm going to go into the watch list that I've compiled for Monday. ZTO, a relatively new issue. I think they call this the Chinese Federal Express, right? It's, I think, a delivery company in China. Came public, whatever the day was here, October 27th. So it hasn't been trading very long. It looks like it originally opened around $18.40 and just sold off. Then had a really nice 3-day rally, chopped around, and now 4 red days in a row to new all-time lows. For me, it's time to start watching this one for a potential bounce. So it goes on bounce, play, watch. SCON after the gap, huge mover back here. Another nice secondary move here. Then chopped around, then had good news again and gapped up. Now you've got 3 red days after the gap up. Very low volume the last couple days. Time to start watching this one for a possible push higher. URRE has been on watch ever since it made this move, and now it's just chopping around, and it is sitting at recent lows, so sitting at support. A lot of times when something makes a nice move, and this one went from $1 to almost $1.80 here, and what has it done since? It's formed a very decisive range, right? Picture a line here and a line here. I could have drawn them, but I'm too lazy. So we're sitting at support. Certainly worth watching for a bounce tomorrow. SGY, really big trade in this one. I called this, I think, in the low 5s on Thursday, and ended up going I think we had like 15 cents a share risk, never stopped out, ended up going over 8 that day. Then Friday puts in an inside day on a little bit lower volume. This one still has some distance between where it closed and like the 20-day and the 8-day. So for me, it looks like it needs to come in another day, but anything can happen. And whenever you have a nice move like we did on Thursday, that stock will land on my watch list and on a chart every day for the next week or so. So I'd like to see it come in another day, and then it would be really, really interesting to me, but we're going to start watching it tomorrow. CAAS. Speaking of being away from the moving average, this one is really extended. I mean, had a huge 3-day move, and it's chopping around ever since. But, anything can happen. In these low floaters, if this can get back up through, like, I don't know, Thursday's high, through 705. He had, let's see, Tuesday's high was 705 also. So up above 705, this one might go to new recent high. So I don't know. It doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart, so I will. PZRX had a huge move on November 28th, and then you had 3 days lower, and then now you've got a support down here and a nice green candle. Want to watch this for a continuation of Friday's bounce on Monday. ATOS, a big spike here, nice spike here, and back into the support, and then a little bit of extra volume and a strong close on Friday makes me want to watch this for a possible push higher on Monday. And then lastly, I've got HOS, which had this nice pop on volume on Thursday and an inside day on Friday, closing strong though both days. Possible breakout on Monday. We'll see. All right, we'll work together as a team in the chat room in the pre-market on Monday and build ourselves a list of potential gap and run plays also, and we'll be watching all these charts as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on Monday.